Millie Bobby Brown will fuck us up.
What he said.
John Bon Jovi's gonna fucking murder us over his daughter-in-law.
Oh, wow, that's his daughter-in-law, does shit.
So Millie Bobby Brown just
Which one is she?
She is the star of Stranger Things. She's 11.
Oh, she's 11. Okay, yeah.
She's the one who had the shaved head.
Oh, shit. She's fucking Bon Jovi's, like, what? What'd you say?
Jake Bon Jovi married her this past summer. John Bon Jovi's son, Jake, married Millie Bobby Brown.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wow.
Well, I mean, they're both British.
Yeah.
Bon Jovi's British?
I don't know if he is, but I think he lives over there now, so that's
Okay.
where it comes from.
I was gonna say, because if I
They
remember
were
right,
super
he was
popular in
from,
Britain. So.
yeah, if I remember right, he's a Jersey boy.
Yeah.
But that's where I'm pretty sure that's
Ended
where he
up.
lives now. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. One sec, I gotta go blow my nose.
At least he just went. At least he just went
Right.
because he liked Britain instead of one of these jackasses that are like, "I'm leaving America."
Yeah.
Don't say that. But serious. Probably left New York because it's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like they all do. They always they'll be like, I'm tired of America. I'm going to fucking UK. Or I'm going to Spain. I'm going to Brazil so I can get a 16-year-old hook. What?
That's why we don't have to worry. Bowie actually chose to have his ashes or bodies put somewhere in upstate New York. Apparently, Bowie loved upstate New York.
Alrighty, folks, we've been kind of just fucking rambling, but hello, Frank's off blowing his nose, so I guess I'll get this preamble started today. Welcome to the Herbalist Podcast. I'm not sure if you can hear him. I don't think I got my mics running that hot, but we got a foghorn in the background that is our host. He should be with us momentarily. Both of them should. Oh, here he comes. I'm doing a preamble because you're off blowing your nose.
At least that's the only thing I was blowing. There's a lot of things I could blow. Fucking Christ.
Just as you sit down.
It's just somebody who wants money.
Oh, fair enough.
Fuck 'em.
You guys good?
Hello.
Alrighty, you want to officially kick it off now?
Yeah, we are back again with the Herbalist Podcast. Ooh, excuse me. Burp.
That was lovely.
Yeah.
Spicy.
Hiccup now. We're back again today with Rob and Dean.
Whee!
Hello.
We've got two overly caffeinated individuals.
Yeah, they kind of hit us hard with the espresso this morning. I shit you not, like that much of the bottom of my cup was straight fucking espresso.
She was staring at it.
Are they
Yeah.
retarded? I gotta ask.
No, I'm not going to complain. I woke up
No,
kind of feeling
yeah,
like crap
yeah.
and drained. So, I mean, a little extra kick in the nuts right now is kind of what I need.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that feeling. I woke up feeling like I wanted to go back to bed.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
You wake up and you're just like, oh, I'm awake. Why? Why the fuck am I awake?
I had one of those moments last night. It was about 3 a.m. I woke up out of nowhere. I was like, what the fuck? No. It's
No.
only 3.
No.
We
I
didn't
got
smoke
3,
enough
4 more
weed.
hours.
We didn't smoke enough weed.
No, generally when something like that happens, that's when I can tell I'm not feeling well. Because 90% of the time I fucking sleep.
I think.
Are you telling me that I'm about to get sick?
Possibly.
I really hope not.
There's something going around. I know that much.
Yeah, I gotta not be sick for the next week and a half.
Best of luck to you.
My daughter's gonna be born on Tuesday.
Best of luck to you.
If I'm sick, I don't get to go in the operating room.
Oh.
Welcome to the tail end of February and the beginning of March. It's that
Fuckers.
inclement Well, it has nothing to do with us. It's that inclement weather that's going up and down. Everyone's getting sick.
Yeah.
Who the fuck didn't wear a coat? I'm gonna fuck you up. Fucking asshole out there didn't wear a coat, got sick, started passing it around. It's not a joint at a frat party, damn it. It's a cold.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
No, that's herpes.
I was going to go with chlamydia, but that one works.
I was gonna say that's between her legs, but you hit the nail on the head with that one.
Yeah? Anyway,
Moving on.
you got any actual topics this week, or are we just going to kind of ramble?
So I do have one topic that I'd like to talk about. So I tried my hand at pressing my own rosin.
Yes, you did.
It's actually very, very good. I think we're gonna be. I'm gonna take this into work and show my bosses. And oh, excuse me, there's a squirrel in here somewhere.
Yeah, no surprise. Little bastard follows me around too.
Right.
Gets kind of loud sometimes.
always behind me though.
Yeah, I know.
He
You
never
never
gets in front of me.
No, and you never catch him afterwards. It's like,
Right,
where the
his
fuck did he
fucker's
go?
gone.
Smell that motherfucker, though.
I swear it's invisible. He's part skunk, part squirrel.
Anyway, so no, I'm gonna take this rosin here into work today, and the boss that likes to do dabs, I'm going to have him dab it and find out what he thinks, and then I don't know. I might try and convince my work to buy a nug smasher and actually make rosins. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, so there's that. In other news, we have hash on the market now from Rec Roots. It
Really?
is, yes, it's in a few dispensaries already. We've already shipped it.
When did that start?
Oh, last week. We've been
Oh, okay.
we've been prepping it for a while.
I figured, doesn't it take some time to sit before you can...
No, we have dry sift hash.
Oh, okay, basically you press it and it's good to go.
Yeah.
Kind of. Oh, you remember how we used to make the keef at the shop where we'd put the bud in those jugs and we'd shake it and it'd fall through that screen?
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about, the dry sift.
Yeah, ours isn't quite as fine because we're using 150 micron screens. We need to get a smaller micron. We need to get like a 73 micron. I've been telling them about that. Smaller microns allows a less plant matter to fall through. Yeah.
Yeah, because those trichlomes are pretty well on the microscopic end.
I think they are, to be honest with you.
It's just in so much of a bulk that in the plant that we can see them.
Right.
Yeah. That dusty outside covering.
Yeah.
Those are your trichlomes. But yeah, so that's gonna be exciting. We're gonna have that. Hoping we have
You
the
dropped your
hash.
thingy, bud. Other side.
Oh. Pretty sure I got everything off here.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's going in the garbage now. That's why I brought this in so I could collect it. Yeah. But yeah, I gotta say the worst part about doing the rosin is fucking figuring out the pressure and temperature to set that motherfucker at. That shit is finicky to say the least. I started low and gradually increased until I got that. Dan and I both believe that probably could have had a little bit more pressure, probably would have got more out of it. Especially because that paper that I brought over last night, that was an 1/8 of keef.
Oh,
You seen how much rosin it made?
Right.
yeah.
Not much at all.
No.
nowhere near an eighth. I was hoping for at least a gram, like
Right.
a gram return, because that would be roughly 30%.
Like
Right.
0.7. Is that what you ended up getting? I'm just taking a stab in the dark.
I didn't weigh it. I don't even think it was a half gram.
Oh, no shit.
Right, which to me means I needed way more pressure on that press. Because it was set at 190. 190 is top end for pressing hash, really. Because you don't want to. So the act of making hash is collecting trichlomes, and you're just collecting trichlomes into a pile, basically. So, as you can imagine, when you melt trichlomes into a pile, which is what rosin is, you don't want to destroy the trichlomes. You don't want to heat them too much. When you have a pile of just trichlomes, it doesn't take as much heat as when you have bud. You know, you don't got to heat all that extra material. You're just heating trichlomes, melting them off there.
Mm.
You know, and hash is not pure trichlomes like people claim that it is. Okay, it does have plant material in there, and that's usually your leftover stuff that you got. You know, the dry stuff, but
The gribbly bits, as I call them.
yeah, but those are still good. Those are still valid. You can further extract those into ethanol extractions, do RSOs and whatnot. Actually, I think I'd have to talk to the bosses about that before we rosin press everything, because if I rosin press it, I'm going to be left with these rosin chips, right? Now, they still have cannabinoids and THC in them. It's just you can't sell or use them the way that they sit after you smash them. So, what I would do is I would probably extract them with ethanol and get us an RSO. Now, if I did that, and fucking honestly, if I was pressing the rosin and then extracting the RSO, we could store that shit in like a freezer for whenever we do get the other stuff going. But like, you know, I just don't want to waste anything. You know what I mean?
Right.
I want to capture all cannabinoids. You know, hash rosin is obviously going to be the best rosin that we can make, but it's going to have a lower yield. And that's why I want to further extract it with ethanol after I do the hash rosin extraction. Make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
I thought it did anyway. But, you know, in other news, we just switched our big house over to Bud.
Yeah.
That's,
Quite the endeavor of turnover.
quite the sight. Fucking, you want to tell us what you've been doing past couple days, Dean?
Oh, various things. Preparing different products in the back of house, and then yesterday revamping an old house that had to be cleaned up
Nice.
and trying to get that back online.
Yeah, that's one of our outdoor houses,
Yeah.
right? We use during the spring, summer, and fall.
So it's during the winter it kind of lays dormant.
Yeah,
Needs
there's no heat in
spring
there.
cleaning.
But do you know what we're gonna put in those houses by chance?
Am I allowed to say?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, maybe autoflowers.
Oh, nice. Okay, so we can bud them.
Yeah.
And then once we get done with this bud cycle, we can throw some veg plants out there
Yeah.
and bud them during the fall.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, that's pretty cool. Hell yeah. Did they tell you what strain by chance? Just
No,
autos?
Just autos.
Yeah, I have no idea what strain we got for autos.
Yeah.
You know, I think we've got a whole bunch.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, yeah. They have a whole bunch. They're just concentrating on the photo.
Yeah. No, I'm saying like when we go to plant the auto flowers, I'm not sure what strain we're going to plant.
Oh, yeah.
I know we have a whole bunch of auto flower strains. I think we got like 10 of them. You know, I'm not entirely sure.
Well, just like the fact that everything's a growing business, the facility itself is growing because it was a long dormant house before, you know?
Yes and no. It was a greenhouse before we took it over, but it was in shambles.
Disrepair, yeah.
Fucking the people that owned the greenhouse before we were there, it's kind of like, I mean, they worked and whatnot, and they did try to do things, but it's
Right.
like they didn't put any money into the actual greenhouse.
Right.
Like, I'm sorry. It's a business, and everybody knows who runs a business. When you put money into your business, you get money
Right.
out of it. And when you're at a greenhouse, most of what the money you need to put in your business is your structures.
Right.
You're structurally, you know,
And that's one of the stages our company's at, is putting stuff back in.
getting it back to where it should be.
Yeah.
Like, we have the shells and everything, but like, I think we have done repaired 3 to 4 of the 7 standing greenhouses. You know what I mean? But it's a work in progress.
And each one has its own
Problems.
yeah.
All of them have different problems that we got to fix. And I mean, hell, we're a bunch of stoners.
Well, there's only so many of us, too. So you...
Yeah, but I'm saying we're a bunch of fucking stoners. Half that shit needs to be fucking either completely ripped out or welded and fucking.
Oh, no,
bent and
there's
smacked back
real
to place.
contract work involved.
Yeah,
True.
we're a bunch of stoners. We're not doing that. We're gonna have to hire somebody to do that.
We don't have the papers to do that.
I need to grab my papers real quick. I'll be right back.
You left them outside again, didn't you?
Now they're in my coat.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Makes
we always
sense,
have
not too far
papers,
away.
but
He's got the bigger special ones. Mine are right here.
pot.
Tiny little fucking zigzags. I normally get the orange ones, but I'm letting this burn out before I... Huh? Those are the ones I always get. Those are the ones I always get. I hate all the others.
The orange ones have a chemical on them.
I am far less concerned of an errant chemical or two in my rolling papers. I'm a cigarette smoker. That is the least of my concerns, is the chemical or two in my rolling papers.
You want me
Considering these do have trace amounts of fucking rat poison and stuff like that in them.
You want me to? You want me to? Those slow burn papers
Yeah.
have the same chemical that makes your cigarette go out. You know, how it's got that ring around it.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's
That's
why
why
they
they're
burn
slow
slow.
burning. That just explains it. That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
And honestly, the ones that I smoke don't have that little ring.
mine neither. Of course, I smoke fucking,
I can like light one up and forget about it. I've had it happen
and it'll
before.
be
Like,
gone.
like I'd hit it the first couple times and I'll get busy with something for a little while, completely forget about it, come back and it's burnt all the way down into the butt. Like it doesn't have that safety feature.
Just feel lucky you don't fall asleep with your cigarettes no more.
You know, I've honestly done that maybe a small handful of times in my life.
I damn near,
Normally, I fall asleep with my bong in my lap and wake up to a wet fucking nutsack. That's usually what wakes me up.
oh man.
Oh no! Well, it's not too bad.
Yeah, you know,
I don't care. I think
that's
I
one of
think
those
I would
instances
rather
you
have
shower.
A little bit of, I think I'd rather have a little bit of pee come out than the fucking bong.
Yeah.
I would too.
I mean-
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I could go get in the shower and clean the fuck up. Even if you get in the shower with the bong, you know, say my wife's gonna go down on me later. The only thing she's gonna smell is a bong.
Yeah.
Even after I get in the
Bong
shower.
and nuts.
Right, it's just
Yeah.
bong on my nuts. You know what I'm saying? She'd be like, "Damn, what did you do? You dip your nuts in the bong before you hit it?"
Maybe.
Maybe.
What I do is what I do.
What?
There's a reason they call it teabagging.
And you know, and then it's me. I say, "No, I didn't dip my nuts in my bong. I dipped them in yours."
I really want to throw them off, do it to your neighbor.
How dare you? I challenge you to a duel.
What was it? Was it Monty Python where that one guy slaps like Robin Hood with the glove, and then he grabs like that metal gauntlet?
No. That's Mel Brooks.
Oh,
Men in
yeah,
Tights.
okay.
Men in
Like, I
Tights,
challenge
yeah.
you to a duel.
Yeah.
And then he grabs the gun.
I
Accepted.
accept.
Love that movie.
Fucking knocks him out with the glove. He's like, This ought to work.
We're men in tights.
That shit was hilarious.
Love that movie.
I feel like,
Early Dave Chappelle too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Abe Lincoln. Did you just call me Abe Lincoln? No, I said, hey, Blinken. If you remember, that was the blind guy.
Oh.
Blinken.
Oh.
I think my favorite scene with Blinken in that movie is when the house randomly falls away and he's just standing where the bathroom would be, just using obviously it's Braille, but it was a Playboy in his hand.
Oh.
Oh, that shit's hilarious.
Love that movie.
Look at those bumps.
Yeah. You gotta watch that movie again. That's a fucking classic.
Hell yeah.
Blazing Saddles is another good one too.
Yeah.
So, segue a little bit. Rob, I been noticing on Facebook you're posting a lot more work
Yeah,
videos.
I'm trying to get back in that habit. I really don't like the fact that I have to play the social media game. I really don't.
Well, I wasn't even going on that route. I was just saying, seeing as how I've seen you working, you got anything new you're working on?
Not that's ready to come out. It's gonna be some of the new stuff I'm working out is more collaborative, so that'll come out on their time frame. I've been fighting with my vehicle, so I got to get back to the editing and whatnot. Other than that, it's more or less a giant backlog.
Nice. We need to.
But a few days ago, I did go down I had to appease my itch and go down a rabbit hole and shit out a whole demo. So that's just gonna sit on the back burner. I gotta get that back catalog done first.
I was gonna say, do you have anything? I mean, I know I've asked, but you got anything that you'd like to demo here soon, like on air?
Possibly one of my
I mean, it doesn't have to be a finished track, you know.
well,
demo.
one of my solo singles, the 5 that I still got to get back to that go along with Saturn, the one I released back in the fucking summer. One of those companion pieces is just about done. I've got a few other editing bits I gotta fix, and that one I'm actually really happy with. I'm a little dense sometimes when it comes to figuring certain things out and how they work, but actually Dean can vouch for it. I've figured out side chaining methods to get the drums and everything else to blend a lot better. And apart from the fact that I'm not going back to re-record certain things to have that extra level of polish, I'm a bit biased, but I actually think it's one of my smoothest, most cohesive mixes. Like,
That's
you
good.
can hear everything concisely and smoothly. Apart from a few things, I've got some shelving to do to clean up some of the low end and get rid of some of that mud. But
Okay. Well, that's good.
other than that, I'm getting there step by step.
So,
And a lot of the rest of it, other than that backlog's more like orchestral and game stuff.
yeah. So, is it safe to say that we could expect something this spring?
Hopefully here soon. Like-
Before the spring? Because, I mean,
Well, I guess that depends on how other things go, because I've been dealing with a lot of other stuff outside of the job that
yeah.
just kind of finished up, and now my fucking Jeep's being a little fuck nugget, so I gotta get that squared away.
when Rob sets his mind to something.
It gets done.
Yeah.
I may not be all that consistent with certain things, but hey, I also look at it this way: fucking Berserk. Yes, I'm still on the big ass berserk kick. Kentaro was really bad about a consistent release schedule,
Oh.
and a lot of really good artists genuinely are too. So I mean, everyone's like, well, you got to show consistency and constantly doing. Is like, yeah, but I don't have to constantly show everyone what the fuck I'm doing.
That's true.
Because you've known me a long time. How many of my projects never see the light of day or just don't get finished because they end up turning into more of a learning educational process than it is just to be good enough to be released?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Fucking,
But that new demo I shit out, that one's going to be catchy as fuck. And I've been working with Mike for the most part with vocals, and if any of our fans are listening to this, I would like to find a fresh face to bring in on it, if you will.
a new vocalist.
Kinda. If anyone, I can't really play the track because it's not 100% finished, but essentially the aesthetic and the sound of it is like mid 2000s metalcore, like Trivium, Ascendancy era Trivium and shit like that. So I've been listening to a lot of that and Bullet because they're on their 20th anniversary tours for Ascendancy and
Actually,
The
I think
Poison
it's
right
a
now.
dual tour, isn't it?
Yeah,
like
they're
Trivium and
they're
Bullet are
co-headlining.
playing together. Yeah.
Well, those albums came out in the same year,
Didn't they come out in the same month?
roughly. Yeah, and they've been fans of each other. Like, I was watching it one of the nights we were smoking. It was
Yeah.
both Matt
I
from
remember.
Trivium and from Bullet, and Matt Heafy. I'm gonna do that because they're both named Matt. Heafy, he's the guitarist and vocalist for Trivium. He was actually asking Matt from Bullet, is like, how do you play that riff so I actually know how to play it properly? Like, they're those kind of fans of each other. They know each other's material just by trying to learn it.
That's pretty cool.
Hmm. But no, it's that track definitely has those vibes to it, and I didn't intend to write it, but we were play testing some amp tones one day, and I shit out 2 riffs. I'm like, all right, hold on, I'm gonna go down to my computer. Then what was it, like an hour later,
Yeah.
I had 3/4 of it. The
Yeah.
next day, 90% of it was written. But yes, if anyone is listening and they know anyone who does metal vocals, especially that would be interested in jumping on like a track that sounds like 2000s era metalcore, send them my way. Because I love working with all my consistent colleagues, but I would like to have a new face here and there. That would be fun.
Not to change the subject, but that shit tastes really good.
What is it?
That's that pink cookies from last night.
That
What
stuff
is it?
smells funny though,
Yeah, it does.
but it tastes really good.
That shit smells like shit.
You want it now, but you can't have it.
You been playing again, Dean?
But more just tinkering than full on playing. But it is nice to tinker again.
You haven't just picked up the guitar and started playing a riff?
There was a couple days, yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Maybe eventually we can get you on a song with Rob. Maybe. You know what? I still want to do that segment.
Well, I mean, here and there, kind of, yeah. I'm probably until you get your chops back in shape and whatnot.
yeah.
Since now we're with the equipment that we both have, I can actually start recording live half stacks and
Yeah.
blending them in.
I will say that song he's talking about, the initial riff he started was perfect for trying to dial in mids on a tube amp.
Yeah, that like what was it? It's the
It's that main slide, the little
dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that's the chorus. What
Yeah.
turned into the chorus section. But yeah, that
'Cause
was the
that's
first one.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what
that's kind of why I also quote it as more like a Bullet or Trivium
Well, it's
esque
perfect
song.
because you had the slide where you could get all the mids and then the for the bass, you know.
Yep, and the octave spread was kind of nice.
yes.
One of the chord voicings I do in it, because the beginning of the chorus is it modulates to the fourth of D minor. So it's basically a 4 to 6 progression for those two chords. But that video I watched with the guys from Trivium and Bullet going back and forth, he also explained one of the chords that Bullet uses that gives some of their music that really, really unique sound. I threw that in that chorus.
Nice.
I'm sorry, but I'm a stoner and a jokester. Just be happy that you weren't playing with the chord in A minor.
Yeah, I try not to do that.
I'm sorry. I've been waiting for that joke. As soon as you said it, I thought of it.
You bastard.
Well, I know it's fucked. I ran it through my head. If I remember right, there is actually an A minor chord in D minor. A is the fifth. If I remember
minor
right, the
into
fifth is a
minor.
minor.
Hey, there's A minor and D minor.
Oh, my fucking God, freak.
That's two kids fucking, by the way. if you
Yeah,
weren't-
no, actually in D natural minor, A minor is the fifth chord. Because you got that damn flat seventh in there that makes it a minor third instead of a major third.
Goddamn 16-year-olds getting pregnant.
Jesus Christ.
There's a minor in D minor.
This is why we can't have nice things.
This is why we can't have nice things.
This is why we can't talk about things.
Exactly.
Stuff and things come up.
Not always the most pleasant stuff and things either.
What happened?
I gotta. Just having technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties.
You want me to pro tip?
Yeah.
Set that on here.
Ah,
And then turn it to where you can use it.
there we go.
And then you can hold the dabs with your other hand. And then just shut that off when you're done dabbing. See what I'm saying? That way you don't gotta try and hold 3 different things. Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Way easier, right? Yeah. Yeah, you wanna hit this again, Rob?
Nah, I probably shouldn't.
Okay.
My throat's kind of scratchy.
Yeah. My throat's kind of scratchy now, too. Damn, I only got that little bit left. I need to get me a rosin press, man. Because, like, I'll buy fucking... I'll go and I'll buy an ounce of fucking Keef, you know, that GG4. And fucking, I'll press half of it. You know what I'm saying? I'll press half that fucking ounce. Just got to get it right and extract the rest of it. Oh wait, that's you. My bad.
Well, that's a good thing. Is it might take some getting, but once you get that right order figured out, you're always great at repeating that.
Yeah, that's how my edibles are the way that they are. You can ask Rob. We would use scientific method. I would put like 2 or 3 pucks. They would be a certain weight, and then I'd make other pucks a different weight, and then I'd make other pucks a different weight. And I would always use 2 or 3 that were the same, you know, because it's a test. If all 3 of those come out the same,
Controls.
exactly. And fucking, you know, we would do the same with like recipes and whatnot. If we were trying a new recipe, we would do like a single batch of what that recipe would make, and we would just make that.
Okay.
And if it wasn't any good, throw it out. Start again. Oh, this is really good weed. Yeah.
I can attest to one of your recipes at least having 5 years on it.
Oh, please. You talking about my brownies?
Yeah.
Rob, when I met you, I was already making edibles, wasn't I?
Yep.
At least 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maria's 10, and I met Rob when she was about a year old.
Okay.
Yeah, roughly.
Right. Well, she's not quite 10 yet. She'll be 10 this month, right?
End of the month.
That's what I thought.
Yep.
Have to get her a present, you know?
Where's
She's
the
turning
time
to double
go?
digits. Oh, God.
Yeah, let that sink in.
She's got 2 digits in her age now.
And she's no longer the height of a half stack.
No, she's not.
She's bigger than a half stack now,
Yeah,
huh?
she is.
Yeah. Shit, she's almost as tall as you now. She's gonna
She
be
comes
big.
up- Yeah, she comes up to my shoulder.
Well,
If she's anything like me and her mother, she's gonna have. And if she hits
she's gonna
puberty,
stop growing.
yeah, if she hits puberty early, like her mom did, and it's kind of what happened to me too. Is like we hit that growth spurt, which really wasn't much of anything, and then we just stopped. Like I've been this height since I was roughly 15 or 16. I just kind of grew to this point and stopped.
You want to know something funny? When I was 17, I was shorter than you are now.
Yeah, didn't you tell me you had like a massive growth spurt between
Yep.
17
By the
18?
time I turned 18, I was the height I am now.
Yeah.
When I was 17, I was shorter than you.
Oh, I can tell that
That's why I
changed.
thought you were freaking like in your late 20s when I first met you.
Yeah, no.
I think she is getting to that age though where it's going to be coming soon because one day she mentioned her legs have been just like randomly hurting and whatnot. And I'm like, does it kind of come in like an annoying little pain and then leave? She's like, yeah. I'm like,
Those are growing pains.
honey, those are growing
Yeah.
pains. That means you're going to be getting taller and stuff.
Yeah.
You're growing as a human. She's like, oh. Like, yeah, they're annoying. I remember those. They were not fucking fun.
Everybody wonders why teenagers are so moody.
That's part of it.
And not to mention they can't handle the emotions that they're feeling for the first
going
time.
through chemical and physical changes all at once.
Well, now they get all jacked up on different medications, everything, while they have that chemical menagerie going on.
Yeah, that really throws a monkey wrench in the midst of things.
No, fuck that. That's the parents' fault. My kid will never take medication. I already told my wife that.
Good.
I don't care if he gets diagnosed with ADD. That motherfucker is not taking medication. There is plenty of natural remedies out there that can actually solve ADHD and ADD. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
not only that, there's a lot of just psychological tricks you can teach them to actually help them work with it.
Yeah.
Because I've noticed that with Maria, and it's something I've genuinely started to notice about myself. Like I'm sure you've noticed it too, but when we genuinely have like a deep conversation about something, I won't look you in the face.
Yeah.
All that effort is being put into actually trying to understand what you're saying. Like I'm sure you've noticed if I look you in the face while you're talking to me, I'm going to have to ask you 1,000,000 times to repeat it.
Sometimes. Depends on
Yeah.
what we're talking about.
There's more, I can focus better if I don't look at you. If I look at you, like
Same.
my focus is more just like trying to
Well-
maintain that.
Well, it's
Unless it's a very, very like intense conversation that like every detail's being paid attention to. I don't.
Yeah, it takes
Yeah.
something really special to get
Yeah.
that full focus brought into it.
So I do that same thing, but it's for a different reason. I have bipolar.
Uh.
Okay.
Okay.
So like you both have seen it. My mood will change on the drop of a hat.
Yep.
Especially when somebody says something that they shouldn't.
Yeah.
So if we're having like a deep conversation or something like that and I'm not looking you in the face, it's because my face has subtitles.
Okay.
I'm trying my best not to lose my shit. You know what I'm saying?
I love the way you put that. My face has subtitles. Like, I tend to talk with my face sometimes
Like,
a lot. I'm actually going to have to remember that. My face has got subtitles.
people will look at me and be like, "Oh, you're mad." No. What makes you think that? Because you look mad.
Yeah, 'cause
Oh, don't look at me.
Don't look at me.
Fucking subtitles.
This fucking weed don't want to stay lit. Fucker. It's good weed, just don't want to stay lit. Of course, then again, I just might be rambling too much. Oh, fucking duck. Fucking duck. That's a good one.
That was a good one.
Okay. Well, to be honest with you, that's all I had really for you today. Doing some cleanups. Gonna have a lot more strains coming in the next few months. I believe the next. I don't know if it's going to be the next one, but it should be soon. But our Chem Dog should be hitting the market here shortly, within the next month or two, maybe. But Rec Roots Chem Dog, and yes, Chem Dog, that original fucking Chem Dog from the fucking 90s. That
Shut up and
gassy,
pass this.
fruity fucking smell.
There we go.
That gassy, fruity fucking
Yeah.
smell from the fucking 90s. Yeah, that's the Chem Dog that we have. The Chem Dog, the real motherfucking shit. I'm 90% sure it should hit the market soon. God, it's got to be soon. But it should be both in pre-rolls and whole flower. And, I mean, if it produces enough, we'll probably even run it in hash and fucking eventually. And if I can eventually convince them to get me a Nug Smasher, I'll fucking turn that hash into rosin for you guys. So we'll have a full fucking line of Chem Dog.
Shit.
But, you know, that all depends on how it produces its hash.
I think we're going to need a bigger press.
I think we're going to need a bigger boat.
Bigger boat.
I think we're going to need a bigger building. I need a motherfucking press room.
Location.
All right, Pacino.
Yeah. But anyway, that's about all I have for you guys here today.
Episode name. Because we tend to do these on air.
We already used anyway.
Yeah. We did.
Oh, my first press.
Ah, yes. There we
I
go.
like that.
Yeah.
First press.
My first press. But yeah, no, so that's all the news we had. Didn't have much in the way of cannabis news. Had a lot in the way of music news though. Let's change of pace for once. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, I kind of went on it. A lot of that was more just like a brief info dump and a theory rant.
Yeah, no. That's what it's supposed to be here. We're supposed to be giving info on cannabis and our local music scenes.
Well, I don't really. Honestly, I'm kind of a shut-in, so I exist on the fringe of the local music scene. Don't really interact with it much because I become kind of a hermit.
Yeah,
But
that's
I'm
been known to happen.
I people still know I'm here and I still do my thing. I'll always do my thing.
Yes. But anyway, you have anything to add, Rob?
No, that was about it.
Dean, you have any closing thoughts?
No, I think we covered a bunch today.
All right, well, I don't really have any thoughts much of anything at all, so we'll see you next time.
Alrighty.